Hey, I'm Weekend Gabe, and you're checking out Weekend at Gabe's, and thanks for checking out this latest episode. While you're here, also follow us on these social medias at Weekend Gabe, at Weekend at Gabe's, and also at The Real Sam Crane. Thanks for checking us out. Joining us now for Thursday Thunnies, the return of Thursday Thunnies, one of our favorite segments of this show. Comedian and actor and Chad Roby joining us. How are you, sir?
Hey, how y'all doing? What's good? I'm good. How about y'all?
Good,
Doing
man.
good.
We appreciate you giving us some time for our Thursday Thunnies segment. Before we get into it, we've been asking all the comedian guests who have joined us to please help us rename this segment from Thursday Thunnies to something that makes more sense. So, if at any
It's
point,
called Thursday's Thunnies.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Long,
Okay.
long story short, we used to do Friday funnies during the pandemic when all you guys were not doing anything. But then
Okay.
once the world opened back up, you guys stopped being available. So we moved it to Thursdays, this show, and then we just weren't creative enough to rename the
See, I'm
segment.
thinking something like Thirsty Thursdays, Titty Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Anything that got to do with titties. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it got to be lit over there.
Just put titties in the title. You heard it here
titties,
first,
right?
folks. That's a Weekend at Gabe's exclusive.
Yeah. Hey.
Build the titties and they will come.
Hey.
Yeah.
Chad Roby. I'll put that on
What's the song called? My milkshake bring out a bus to the yard. Come on. See, I already started. Look, I'm showing y'all too much. I'm showing y'all my voluptuous knees. Come on, all we need is a little two titties. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can only imagine how upset people would be when they actually click into the show and find out that it's just making
and they just see us.
Our chat space is mad.
Honestly, you know what? In today's society, they cannot like talk about our titties. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what you discriminate against me and titties. So if they do have a problem, we gonna cancel their ass.
And look, someone once told me all bodies are beautiful. So
all bodies matter.
All titties matter.
All titties matter.
Thanks for checking in with us, Chad. We appreciate it. You've been only in the comedy game for like 5 years, right? And you got 2
Yeah, 5 years. I'm still a baby in the game, man. I'm still learning how to talk. I'm still learning how to walk, man. I'm still new at it. I'm still bombing.
You got two comedy albums out. You've been at the Laugh Factory. You've been at all these prestigious comedy locations. I mean, but you still feel like you're learning the craft.
Man, if you're not learning, if you feel like you're not getting better, like if I'm being honest with you guys, I'm kind of at like a slump, man. Cause it's like, oh man, it's like, all right, I gotta get back creative, gotta get back going, and so yeah, it's even though I've done all that, I heard the great Leon Rogers say, man, I'm still grinding, and he got like 25, 30 years in the game, so. If he could say he's still grinding, somebody got to say they got like 20 plus years in the game still grinding, and I only got 5. I'm not done. I'm not even started yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I think it was Jerry Seinfeld. He say he was like, man, I be hearing comics say I'm 5, 10 years. Like, yo, you still a baby. You know, like you look at it how like it's just an age. I'm like, oh, when you start looking at it like that. Like, oh, okay. That give you some time to be like, oh man, I've been doing this 5 years. I still got some. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Now I'm right where I'm supposed to be at. So,
is it when you talk about like still grinding to get better? Is it because we've had comedians on here talk about how the pandemic affected them. Some people are more stand-up oriented, so when they couldn't do stand-up anymore, they were like, the reels and the clips don't interest me. I had a lot of fun on your Instagram page researching for this show, looking at all the clips that you made over the pandemic, and just watching them back to back. And it was really fantastic work. So I guess I'm curious because it seems like you saying you're in a slump surprises me because it feels like you're in a groove as far as the reels concerned. But I'm wondering if you mean like hitting the stage and doing stand-up that muscle hasn't been worked quite in the same way?
A mixture of both, honestly, because um, it's a lot of work sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like certain real life, real life is still happening. Not saying I'm not in real life, but sometimes outside of the comedy world, stuff happens, life happens. So sometimes you might let that affect you. Like I've been letting life been kind of affecting me, so I've just been like, all right, let me take a step back. But now it's just trying to get back out here. Honestly, just improving, having like another 5 minutes, another 10 minutes, creating another 5-10 minute set, which is kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
just far as the pandemic, I'll just look. I really don't just look at myself as a comic or a comedian. I'm just an entertainer. I just want to make people laugh. You understand? So whether that's through social media, on stage, and that's what sometimes you can notice. You probably notice through the pandemic, like which comedians like can be effective off stage. So when I first came into the comedy, like my cousin, he told me like, "Yo, how can you be effective off the stage?" You know what I'm saying? Like, because yeah, you can ask people to support you, but what do they support? People are on their phones all day. So if you guys invited me on the show and you went to my page and you saw nothing, and it's like, all right, what we gonna ask this dude? But luckily, I still have some content up there, so you guys can like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? So that's all.
What are some day to day things that just make you laugh and gives you some good fodder for developing bits?
Me,
Is that
I'm serious.
situational comedy for you, or is it like it's more about the story, like the story of things that are happening to you, or is it like I went to the coffee shop and shit was fucked up? Like,
It's a mixture of both. Like I said, like life, even though like sometimes a lot of bad stuff can be happening in your life, but that's all comedy is. You turning something that's bad into funny. So all these things that's happening right now, like I just lost my job, so I'm like, yo man, how Christmas coming up, so it's like now I got material to talk about. I'm like, yo, like I used to work at I just got fired from a car dealership, but I'm like, yo, I don't even know how I even got the job. You understand? Like, cause I don't know nothing about cars. Like, honestly, like, dude, he asked me about the suspension. I say, what? I ain't never got suspended, so I don't know what you got. I ain't never got suspended. So he looking at me. We just looking at each other. So I have no idea. Like, basic math. You got to know some math when it comes to the negotiating. He say, I need 10% off. I say, oh, okay. Sometimes, so but looking back at it, I was just like, yeah, I would have fired me too. So it's just situations like those, like situations like that, and but it's also just my life. So it's just how can I, make those stories and make it relatable. Everybody didn't get fired before. Everybody didn't got a job they weren't supposed to have lying on the resume. So that's all.
that was my question because that last joke hit way harder for Gabe, who has clearly bought a car before, than it did for me, who clearly has it. And we ask comedians this all the time because it's like a North Side audience versus a South Side audience, and then tailoring your jokes to the crowd.
Hmm.
What are some of the ways that you have noticed that and incorporate that into your work?
Honestly, I just try to hit both. I just really just try to hit both north side, south side, west side, because I just don't want to be black funny. I just want to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So, I noticed when it comes to sometimes like black comics, like they might hit up north side and they just like change their whole voice. They try to talk white for the entire set. I'm like, why are you talking like that? Like I just was running the room and my buddies on the north side of Chicago with me and Rob, and we were just doing that. We just took a break for the month of November. We probably be back up. We should be back up in December, and that's on the north side. It's like you said, it's mostly white. But other than that, as long as it's relatable, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? So like you buying a car again, it just goes back. I have no idea how I got that job. Like, I'm known in my family as the lemon guy. I stayed buying lemons, so I don't know what's a good car and what's a bad car. I couldn't tell myself a good car. So it's like we all done been through situations like that. So it's just about being relatable and being funny. And I just try to be me at the end of the day. And that's high energy, crazy. I'm finna say some of the most off the wall things. Like I might come up and just start dancing. Like, did he just do that? Like, why did he do that? Like, but that's just me. I'm just a crazy out of the box. But it's just about being relatable and being funny and just having fun up there.
All right.
You told Native Society in a written interview that they had is that the first thing you're going to do when isolation is over is go back to Puerto Rico. Did you, and where did you go, and are you part Boricua?
First off, y'all doing some amazing research because one, I don't even remember saying that, but I definitely been to Puerto Rico. Hey, y'all asking some real questions. I went to San Juan, Puerto Rico. My old job, not the job I got fired from. They took me. they took us. And that was probably what I want to say 2018, 2019, and it was fun. And so we was probably back there for like the whole weekend, like 3, 4, 5 days. Like the last day, I woke up on somebody's porch. That's how drunk I was. Like, and we had a room, and I did not sleep in that room. I just woke up. I said, "How did I get here?" It was like, y'all ever saw the movie Hangover? That's how I felt. I said, "Yo, man, I was just eating everything down there. I was eating stuff I could not even pronounce nor spell." I said, "Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that."
That's good. So you're looking forward to going back.
Yeah, man. I'm looking for. I need a vacation. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. But I'm glad my girl, she not in here because she been trying to go on a vacation. Real like, so we probably do something. Probably go back to Puerto Rico. I might take a to Indiana, Gary, Indiana.
that popular vacation spot.
Yeah. I'm gonna take her back to her house because on the south side of Chicago, and then I'm like, "You want to go out of town?" Then I'm gonna take her to Gary, Indiana.
It's the same thing, Gabe. It's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Take it 10 minutes away. We out of town. Shit.
You want to take a trip out of state?
Yeah, we not in Illinois no more. And then I'm gonna have the little Google voice. Welcome to Indiana.
Oh my God, that's funny. Speaking of your girl, you and her, you guys do videos together, and you guys got viral earlier in the year.
Yeah, man. Listen, we do like these crazy videos, and I'm glad it's an honor to be on World Star, but I don't like the caption they put on World Star, and because it's embarrassing to me, because they're like, man, I did a 2-hour video. It was like the hour, like it was like a Facebook Live, and I did it for 2 hours, and they took like the last 10 minutes of it and posted it, and the caption said, "Man get exposed for getting his ass ate." And I say, whoa, I said a whole bunch of other shit besides getting my ass ate.
There were other funny jokes.
It was other, like, yo, I was on there for 2 hours, and that's the caption. I say, oh my God, I can't even go to church now. Like, oh, we know what you do. And my daddy, the pastor, is like, yo, like, they be judging me now. Like, oh, nah, we know what you do. You a freak. And I'm like, oh, nah. But yeah, we be doing the videos, man. We be doing the videos. I love it, though. Like, I honestly love our chemistry, our connection. Like, we met in school. So, and just, she kind of brought me the idea. It was like, hey, I want to, I was already doing comedy. But she was like, "Hey, I want to start doing these videos, and let's be this couple." And I'm like, "All right, let's go together. You look cute, and so all the other, she got other girls looking at me and because I ain't that cute, but I'm part-time cute. Like I'm church handsome. I'm church handsome. I ain't zaddy. Like, oh my God, but I'm just church handsome. I'm church handsome.
Yo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm motherboard. You know what I'm saying? I'm that mother flower. Yeah.
Man, I can't help but make this connection because like we opened the show talking about how the advertising of titties would increase our viewership, right? And I can't simultaneously think that like the advertising of dude getting his ass ate ran the video numbers up just a little bit.
Man, when I looked at it, cause everybody kept, I didn't know I was on World Star. Honestly, everybody like, yo, you on World Star? And I'm like, yo, and it was like probably up for maybe like let's say like 3 to 4 hours. It was like at 60,000 views. Like, so I'm more than sure it's over like 100,000 views now. And I was like on the top page. I was like on the front page, and I'm like, oh man. So if that helped, cool. But I don't even want to be known as the guy like that got his ass ate. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be known as that guy. Like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you introduce like, yo, this is my friend Chad. Like, oh, we saw him. He the dude that got his ass ate. Like, whoa. I would have rather got like knocked out and laugh. You know what I'm saying? I would have rather got knocked out than like, yo, you the nigga that's out here getting his ass ate. I don't know which one worse.
To everyone watching, not all publicity is good publicity.
Nah, that's what we just trying to get at. That's what we just trying to get at. That's what we trying to get at.
Oh, hey, take your blessings however they're given to you, man. Who knows?
I don't know if that was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was a blessing like it.
It was something. A blessing is not how you would characterize it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you on World Star for what? Get my ass ate. Slip pause, like,
and that's a bit in itself of how you coached someone to do it too. So hey,
hey, man, hey man, all blessings to the Most High. Whatever God got for me, bring it on.
One last question before we let you go. It's our Thanksgiving episode. We are off next week. So in celebration of Thanksgiving, we have been having this debate with all of our guests since Tuesday. And I'm curious to see where you fall on sweet potato or pumpkin pie. What's the go-to?
See, I think y'all should already, I kind of believe in stereotypes, okay? So, I'm black, and we don't eat no pumpkin pie. We don't eat. It
seems like a recurring theme, and I'm literally learning about this for the first time this week.
I was listening to y'all with the previous guest, and I heard you say you ain't never had sweet potato pie, and you don't get the Patty LaBelle pie. Like Patty LaBelle pie is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But, come on, see, I don't even feel comfortable inviting you over because it's like, oh man, I want to eat some Chad food, but that nigga be getting his ass ate. But you know what I'm saying?
I definitely am keeping a close look on my cup. Like so one, we don't share.
We gonna have some masks over the food. Just know it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be ass protected. That's all.
Listen, Sam could do this too, but I do this on Thanksgiving because there's always sweet potato pie, and I always duck it. But I will sit there and serve up a nice piece, eat it on camera, post it, and you guys can see my reaction video. Because I don't really have an idea of what it's gonna taste like because idea.
So let me ask you: do you like sweet potatoes? Do you eat sweet candy yam sweet potatoes?
No. None.
See, I feel like the superior potato is the one that doesn't contain any sugar content. You know what I mean? Like the superior potato.
I just eat that like that baked potato.
No. First off, fuck baked potatoes too. That's besides the point. But like last night, I diced up some potatoes, put some oil and some salt and pepper, and threw them in the oven. And it came out as like some cool roast potatoes, and they was delicious. And I was thinking to myself as I was eating them, man, this is way better than sweet potatoes in any format.
No, stop it. You know what? Let's start out small. Go get you some sweet potato fries. Get you little sweet potato fries from like Checkers or something. And then you know what? No, don't do that. Just get the sweet
Okay,
because you gonna be mad. You gonna DM me. What the f- is this? And I'm like, you know what? I led you wrong. Don't listen to the dude that got his ass
That never come back. All right, Chad Roby, where are you going to be performing at next? You said you're taking this month off, this upcoming month. Are you going to be?
No, so I've still been doing shows. We just had I'm not like a bi-weekly show at my buddy's and it was called Saturday Night Lights, hosted by me, myself, and Rob Mayfield that you guys had on. And so we just took that off. But I still been doing shows. So I got a show Sunday. I'll be at Riddles Sunday 5:30, 7:30, and 9:30. I'll be blessing the stage with Mojo Brooks and Prince T-Dub. They wonderful guys. Take me on the road with them. So we be at Riddles, and then I have a church show this Saturday. And I'll be there. So got a clean show, so I'm trying to get all my cussing out right now. So I don't just offend the church people.
All right, well, continue to stay church handsome. You're doing a great
Thank
job.
you. See? Thank you. Man, I be trying to tell people. Like, I'm a little church handsome. Like, oh, he okay. He all right. You know what I'm saying? He all right. And nice little handsome young man. See, that's what I get. You're a little nice handsome young man.
All right, Chad. Thank you so much for giving us your time for Thursday Thunnies.
I appreciate you guys for having me on. Whenever you guys need anything, man, please just give me a call and I'm right here.
All right, sounds good. We appreciate you joining
happy
us.
Thanksgiving and happy holidays, and get you some sweet potato pie, man.
We will.
I'm on that. I'm going
to tag.
Appreciate y'all
and see what your response is.
Very good. It's very good. And get some chillings too. Make sure y'all eat some chillings.
All right, that's enough from Chad on this show. We've had enough. Chad, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll talk to you soon. We're not going down that rabbit hole. No.
Man. What 90 episodes deep, man. What a time. And Gabe, I think I might have just came up with it, man. Instead of Thursday Thunnies, Giggles with Gabe.
Yeah, I mean, we can roll with it.
Do I want to make that change this year? Maybe not. But 2022, after we're done with the 100th episode, could see it.
There might be some revamping of the show coming around after 100 episodes. You got to mix it up. Like anything that's been around, you got to switch it up, give it some new life. So Giggles with Gabe, we'll flirt with it, see if that works. I'm not mad.
Gabe's Giggles or Goofing with Gabe, any of these things. We've already established that you're a goofy. So
that's fact. Goofy dad. Yeah, that's right.
Goofy dad.
Speaking of, I know we're already over 9:00, Sam. But I must mention to you, Disney Plus, they have a Simpsons Disney.
I thought you were going to try and plug Dune again, and I was about to remind you that you don't get paid for plugging Dune.
Go watch this episode. It's a Simpsons crossover. It's like a short, but it is phenomenal. Where Homer and Goofy are hanging out, and Homer doesn't know what the fuck Goofy is. He's like, "What are you?" They're all hanging out in Moe's. It's amazing. Go check that out.
All right.
That's going to be our show. Everyone have a great and safe Thanksgiving. Please meet us here back on the following Tuesday, where we are expected to be joined by Silas Short and Sophia
Galate. Aren't you supposed to be the dude from Puerto Rico who knows how to pronounce things like that? What's up with you, bro?
I'm working on my Spanish. Leave me alone. Stop bullying me. And we're also expecting Dr. Quinn later on December 3rd. So we got a great lineup of guests coming up before we hit the winter break in about a month. So everyone be safe out there. Sam, be safe out there. Have fun.
The rules for Thanksgiving are the same as the rules every night weekend, Gabe. Around your Thanksgiving table, you should share. Around your Thanksgiving table, you should support your family members that aren't too crazy and aren't into all that weird shit, QAnon stuff. And you should spread
Show
love.
love. That's it. Those are the three things. That's all
You
you
know what
need.
it is. And you know what time it is, Gabe? It's time for me to not see your face for a week, sir.
Don't forget to
And I'm
follow us.
excited.
Weekend Gabe, Weekend at Gabe's, and the real Sam Crane. We're out.
Follow this dude. Follow me too. I'm not gonna follow you back. I might. You know, you never know. But if you serving sweet potato fries, I'm not following you back. If you serve me sweet potato pie, I'm intrigued. Sweet potato fries, been there, done that. It's gross. It's disgusting. Get out of here, America. Go have some goddamn yams.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, I'm Weekend Gabe. Thanks for checking out this latest episode of Weekend at Gabe's. Click on any of the links swirling around my head and also hit the subscribe button while you're here. Thanks for checking out us here on YouTube.